Josh, I keep forgetting myself. Like, how do I remember myself? I feel good when I'm like marinating in myself. When I am marinating in myself, the I, the separation, which is natural. It has to be there. There's always going to be some level of separation. Otherwise, we don't know we exist. But this is the spiritual practice to check that. Say like I'm trying to like remember myself again and get back to myself. Which one are you more? The one that's trying to remember yourself or yourself? Contemplate that. That's meditation. Contemplate that. That's realization. That's self-realization. That's so-called awakening. Is it takes it's we can't buck the evolutionary journey though. Okay, you can't, like, we got to go through that. But it is when the human individual sense of self, something realizes that's really not who we are. That really we're this self that the human self is trying to get back to. Not intellectually. That's boring. Oh yeah, I'm the self. Yeah. What'd you say to me? You say, hey, what happened? You're like that's what the self does. The realization process. When somebody tells somebody else, like, whoa, he's awake, man. Usually the person that's being told that he's awake, they're not thinking about awakening, by the way. They don't care in a good way. They've let that concept go because that's another concept, awake. But others will say that they're awake. Unless you want to play around like Osho. He purposely, I'm enlightened, man. Back up. See? But he knows he's doing it. You can play if you know you're playing. I'm like that too. I like to play. They say, what did you think about Mother Teresa? Osho said, man, she should jump into a lake. I'm tired of her. He likes to shake people up, because they're very rigid in their mind. Like, oh, Mother Teresa. And of course, he loves her. I love her. I mean, she's ultimate karma yogi. So him saying for her to jump into a lake, you don't really mean it. But he's just trying to make the consciousness more flexible in people, I can relate. I think we belong to the same archetype. Self-realization process, the awakening process, means something inside realizes that more and more, you see, the awakening's measured by how much do I really believe that my true self is really who I am, as opposed to this individual self trying to get to my true self. This is the evolutionary journey in a nutshell, that right there. The individual self trying to get to its natural self, but through evolution, some point, it's like the individual self realizes on some level, like, wait a minute, I'm already the self that I'm trying to get to. And it's not intellectual. It's a knowing, and it's a realization. But the individual self continues. And it continues on some level to try to get to itself. But it's not taken serious. Less serious. Maybe sometimes in some moments it's serious. Like, no, I really need to get back to myself. I know I'm myself. I know I'm already myself, but I really need to get back to myself. But that's kind of like the game that's being played. You don't take it so serious. And if you do take it so serious, you don't take it so serious that you're taking it serious. You see, there's always space. There's always, not always. You might forget that there's space too, but that's cool too. You see how we got to become so flexible that we're not holding on to any concepts anymore. At first, we let go of negative concepts. Like, oh, if I do something wrong, I'm going to burn in hell forever, for example. That's like, that concept doesn't serve anybody. Or if somebody's mean to me, they're going to get disrespected back. These are like negative concepts that we let go of. That's the first stage. Next stage, we start to realize even the positive concepts are blocking us. I need to awaken. I need to awaken right now. I'm tired of this. I'm miserable, and I need to awaken. Or I need to manifest. I need to manifest something. My life is like everybody else is driving cars and has money and has relationships. I need to manifest this stuff. My mind's killing me. I need to put on a reprogramming thing. Reprogram my mind. Like, I got to do that now. That's, you can say that's so-called positive concepts. But then we realize that's also blocking us. This is why I like self-inquiry so much. It goes through all that and says, wait a minute, that what you're looking for is already where you're looking from. You are already that which you're seeking. There's duality. There's duality to that too, though. The negative side to that is you get the intellectualist, or the people that they're just all mind, pretty much. There's no, the heart's like dormant. And they hear that, and then they go around just repeating that all the time. Oh, yeah, everything's is not real, and it's a joke, and I'm apparently talking to you, and you're apparently talking to me, and it's like, okay, man, whatever. Boring. So that's I'm going to make a video on the danger of non-duality. That's the thing about that. But what was I saying? That's what's so cool about self-inquiry, though, and non-duality, if you can find an authentic non-duality speaker. The only reason, you know why I put non-duality on my titles, is so the algorithm has something to send. If I just put like I don't know, wake up, I'll be sent in some categories, maybe with music videos or how to wake up at early in the morning or something. You see, so you gotta. There's some advice for those making videos. You gotta target. You gotta have something the algorithm can grab and say, okay. So I just add non-duality to my titles. But yeah. Non-duality is cool, like I say, it's misinterpreted so much, and there's too much mind parroting non-duality without the realization to back it. But whatever, if you're destined to find something authentic, cosmic law of manifestation, you'll find it, not mind law of manifestation. I don't care about manifestation in you. I'm not interested in it. I want to surrender. I enjoy the surrender aspect, and then let God manifest whatever I'm supposed to manifest. Why am I going to try to use my mind to manifest? That's a hot topic, though. You can get a bunch of money and views from that because everybody's stuck in mind. They're like, oh, he knows how to manifest. Yeah, I want to manifest. So self-inquiry is cool because it's unsparing, and it cuts through all the spiritual practices, meditations, get right to the point and say, you know what? You're already that which you're looking for. But the show goes on. You can feel how the life force wants to manifest. You can feel, if that seeking energy, I made some video in the past about that, is still alive, you got to let that play out. You didn't write this show. You did, but you don't know who you are, the one that wrote it. Because we had to forget all that to come here to play this game. Otherwise, we couldn't play this game right. So for the purposes of the show, that energy has to continue. You have to go through the process of alchemy. You have to keep seeking and searching and trying to get back to yourself. All the while, just try to be conscious, like, okay, this is the game I'm in. This is how it's playing. I know that's not who I am, but I can't authentically call off the search. The search stops when it stops, and you may not even know it stopped. That's how you know it stopped. You don't even know it stopped. I was searching all over the planet looking for solutions and remedies for a health issue that it doesn't exist. Well, see, that I'm not saying a health issue don't exist. On one level, it don't exist, but within the human construct and the karmic laws that dictate this, yeah, it exists. But what I was saying is there's no like cure for this. I realized that, and then the search got called off. But that had to happen. It took more than 20 years for that search to be called off, and then something that was just done. Same like Buddha. I like to keep referencing this example because this is such a good one. He just got tired and chilled by the tree because he's like, the search was done. He didn't call it off. He just noticed he was sitting by a tree done. See, it happens like that. That's organic transformation, realization. That's organic renunciation. When it's renounced and you don't even know it's renounced, then later you'll be like, whoa, that got renounced. You notice? He said, oh, that got renounced. Didn't say, I renounced it. The self-will mind can't renounce something. It can try. That's the issue I had with these aesthetic teachings. I like Swami Shivananda and his books, but it's just too aesthetic. It never worked for me. That karma that wanted to do certain tendencies and taste certain experiences and these desires, when I just tried to not do that, like the people in ashrams sometimes, it just made me more crazy. And then I found Tantra, and Tantra says, go do whatever you want to do, but just be conscious, and in time this will transform, this will alchemize. That resonated. So it also can depend on your archetype. Maybe some people, they're more drawn to the aesthetic types. I'd say they're more devotional bhakti types. I've met a couple who that works for, but for the most part, it just makes the people more restless. So remember yourself. This is your daily sadhana and practice. What's more important than remembering yourself? I can't think of anything. Even if something appears to be more important for a little bit, that's okay. You'll come out of that and then remember, like, oh no, remembering myself is actually most important. But if in that moment and during this stage you're trying to have a family or make money or get a job or whatever, and that seems to be in the forefront of your mind, let the game play like that. What are you going to do? Have space. Let it play like that. A guy told me once, look, man, well, no, he was telling somebody else. The guy was complaining about wanting to be enlightened. He says, man, you got forever. Just chill. Now, can the mind use that as an excuse? Yeah, but there's some wisdom in that also. It's like relax. Try as hard as you can and relax. That's my paradoxical message. All right, have a good day.